inviting in the marsh.
The price of vegetables is quite appalling. Little pomme de terre.
But inviting in the marsh. It goes up every day instead of falling.
This is the BBC Home Service for schools. Music and movement. Now, children, are you ready? Here is Marjorie Eel.
Good morning, children. It's our first lesson in the new year, so we'll have a New Year's dance. Each one of you dancing as you like. Off you go.
Mrs. Dale's Diary, a recording of the daily happenings in the life of a doctor's wife.
I've been very lazy over the weekend and haven't made a single entry in my diary since Friday.
Wakey, wake! Ha!
The time in Britain is 12 noon. In Germany it's 1 p.m. But at home and away, once again, it's time for two-way family favorites.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present The Navy Lark by Laurie Wyman, starring Leslie Phillips, Stephen Murray, and John Pertwee.
The BBC presents Jet Morgan in Operation Luna.
Why don't you stay and maybe join in the fun? Now the show has begun.
Yes, Dick Bentley and Jimmy Edwards will be on hand for the next 30...
we present Peter Bruff and Archie Andrews in Educating Archie. We'll be educating Archie, so we'll be busy.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jennifer Gay, one of the Children's Hour announcers. For the next few minutes, I'd like you to see some of the children's programs. Every day at 5 o'clock, we come on the air from this studio, which is the home of Muffin the Mule, Mr. Turnip, Prudence, Hank, and all the stars of Children's Hour. I'm alone in the studio at the moment because rehearsal hasn't started yet. But before it does, perhaps you'd like to come and have a look round with me. This is the camera through which you see me making all my announcements. And there's the microphone which picks up my voice. Over there is all the scenery set ready for the rehearsal. Well, now you've had a look round the studio, I'd like to give you an idea of the sort of things you can see in our programs.
Lamb?
Oh, Mr. Grouser, sir. We were just going to look for you.
Look at me, Lamb. Look at me while you have the opportunity.
Oh, Mr. Grouser, sir, I didn't exactly mean that we wanted to look at you. We don't really want to do that, do we, Dennis?
No, not to look. Very much we would prefer.
How dare you, Hound? How dare you?
Oh, Mr. Grouser, sir, Dennis doesn't mean to be rude. But what we really want to see you for is to give you a message.
A message? And why do you not deliver it, instead of standing there uttering vague and offensive hints regarding my personal appearance?
Personal appearance?
Who sends this message, may I ask?
The manager of the theatre Royal, to Herr Grazie his compliments most kindly sent.
Most kindly.
And a great favor would esteem it if Herr Grazie at the theatre Royal tonight a performance would give.
Then he ought to be ashamed. Is the manager seriously suggesting that I, one of the oldest and the most respectable citizens of Toy Town, would care to be seen cutting capers on a stage like a common marionette?
penguins. First of all, we see Aunt Penelope talking with Mother Penguin, closely followed by the two elder penguin children, Boffles the girl and Beezy the boy, and finally, we see Father Penguin.
Strap. Strap.
And when they'd finished, they were so pleased with what they'd done, they started dancing and singing in their flower pot voices. Spots and stripes, stripes and spots. Look at those beautiful flower pots.
Splops and strop.
Straps and strap. Look at the pop, lubba the pot. Lubba lub strap.
Lubba lub splop. Lubba lub, strops and splots.
Strops and strap.
Strops and splop. Look at the beautiful lubba lub plop. Splops and strop.
Straps and strap. Look at the pop, lubba the pot. Lubba lub strap.
Lubba lub splop. Lubba lub, strops and splots.
Straps and strap.
Strops and splop. Look at the beautiful lubba lub plop. Ooh.
Oh, it's Spotty. What is it, Spotty? Have you found the sheep? Mummy, I think they're back.
Ah, here I am.
Oh, Daddy. Did Spotty find them?
Yes, he took us straight to where the sheep were. Sam's got them all in.
And where's Spotty now? He seems to have gone again.
Oh, he's helping Sam. He'll be here in a minute. You know, he really is the most wonderful sheepdog. Oh, here he is now.
Clever Spotty. Oh, Mummy, he's so wet.
We'll soon get him dry.
Isn't he the most wonderful dog in the whole world?
He certainly is.
Children, of course, love that film. But even more do they love, in the real sense of the word, Annette Mills and the Hogarth puppet, Muffin the Mule.
Oh, what a nice little hat. 2 little holes for the ears, and now the sailor collar. That's right, Muffin. Perfect for the journey, isn't it? Look at that. Now let's try. Oh, that's better. Yes, that's very much better. There you are. Look at his name. Isn't it grand? So, you're going to prance over to France. I think that's the song. Are you ready? I've got the chance to France, over to France, to see my French relations and have some celebration. I've got the chance to prance all over France and visit all the farms. French carrots have such charms. I want to dance in the streets like the Frenchmen do, and over the bridge of Avignon, wouldn't you? I've got the chance to France, over to France. The thought of it can make me dance. Bravo, Muffin.
Well, it's time to get into your basket, so come along. Time to go home.
Time to go home, time to go home. Na 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 na. Time to go home, time to go home. And he's waving goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
And here are Peter Brough and Archie Andrews.
Brough?
Yes, Archie, what is it?
Brough, can I have a word with you before you go out this morning?
All right, Archie. But make it short because I have an important business appointment and I don't want to be late.
Oh, this won't take a minute, Bruff. Here, let me help you on with your overcoat.
Oh, thank you, Archie, very much.
There you are, that's right. Now, put your arm in there. That's the idea. Now, I'll just give it a little brush for you. There you are.
Well, that's very nice of you, Archie.
Oh, dear.
What's the matter?
Nasty black mark on the back of your overcoat.
Oh? Wonder how that got there. Archie, that isn't the clothes brush, it's the boot brush.
I'll get the tips.
Don't bother, Archie. Don't bother.
All right, I'll give it another rub for you. There you are, It's a nice little rub there. Ooh.
Now look what you've done. You're going to torn it.
I'm sorry, Bruff.
Well, say what you want to say and let me go. Come on.
I don't think there's much point now.
Archie, what is it you want?
Can you lend me 5 shillings?
No.
Half a crown?
No.
6pence?
No.
Want any boots clean?
No, I don't. Archie, I've told you about this before. Every time you borrow money, you lose a friend.
All right, let me 5 bob and I'll try and get along without you.
What's this money for anyway, Archie?
Well, Bruff, as you probably know, November the 5th is Guy Fawkes Day, and
You thought you might have some fireworks, eh? Well, you're wrong, Archie. We've had all this out before. Fireworks are dangerous. Somebody might get hurt.
Yes, you might get hit in the pocket.
That's enough. The money has nothing to do with it. This Guy Fawkes business is getting too much. Why, only yesterday, a little boy with his face all painted black and red kept pestering me. You don't do that sort of thing, do you, Archie?
Me, Bruff? Oh, no. I wouldn't do a thing like that. What do you... Oh, dear.
Well, I'm very glad to hear it, my boy. It's really getting too bad. You know, this little fellow yesterday just wouldn't let me go. Chased me all the way down the high street shouting, "Remember the guy, remember the guy."
Disgraceful, Bruff, disgraceful.
Yes. He was pulling a little wagon with a horrible-looking guy in it.
Horrible?
Yes, dressed in a lot of dirty rags. Oh, it was awful.
How frightful for you, Bruff, how frightful. What did you do, eh? What did you do?
Well, in the end, to get rid of him, I gave him some money.
You gave him some money?
That's right, Archie. He looked so pathetic with his ragged clothes and painted face. He touched me.
It's a lie. I didn't lay a finger on him. What's that? There's nothing wrong. Tell me, Bruff, how much did you give this boy?
Oh, I gave him half a crown.
How much?
Half a crown. I'm a fool, I know. I should have my head examined.
Yeah, you want your eyes tested, too. That half a crown was only a penny.
What? Oh, so it was you, Archie, was it? So, you wouldn't dress up as a guy. Huh. How could you tell me such stories? Fancy dressing yourself like that and running down the streets begging for money. Don't butt me. How could you behave in such a fashion after all I've done for you? Bring you up the right way? Spend money on your education? You disgrace me like that in front of all the neighbours. Now listen, don't interrupt when I'm talking to you. You're a thoroughly naughty boy. Not content with begging for money in the streets, you try and cadge it off me afterwards.
But I only wanted a few fireworks like other boys and girls. I never get any fun at all. Oh, yes, don't need to talk to me like that. Oh, dear.
Archie.
Oh, dear.
Archie. Archie.
It's no good. You can't get round me now.
Archie, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be as harsh as that.
You didn't?
No. Here's your 5 shillings.
Couldn't make it 10, could you?
What? Now, go on. Buy yourself some nice fireworks.
Oh, thank you, Bruff, thank you.
Well, I must get to business, and if you spoil my everyday coat, I'll have to wear my best one.
Your best overcoat?
Yes, you know, the new chocolate brown one.
I'll get it for you, Bruff.
Thank you, Archie, thank you. It's in the hall cupboard. Archie, it's in the hall cupboard. Archie, where are you going?
I'm going to undress the guy.
What? My best overcoat. Well...
I know something you don't know.
Hello, Cynthia. You're just in time to stop the fight.
What fight?
The fight that was going to start if you hadn't come in just then. Well, and what does my little mind of information know this week, eh?
Well, we're going to have lots of fireworks this year, Archie.
Oh?
My dad's getting them from the shoe shop he works in.
Getting fireworks from a shoe shop?
Yes. All he has to do is stop wearing suspenders.
Now, Cynthia, explain yourself, please.
Well, I heard my mum talking to my dad, and my mum said, if you don't pull your socks out, you're going to get a rocket from your boss.
My mum's promised us we can have a fireworks party if my dad borrows one of the bathroom fixtures from the local pub.
If your dad borrows one of the bathroom fixtures from the local pub?
That's right. I heard my mum talking to my dad, and my mum said, just you bring home that shower from the Coach and Horses, then you'll see the sparks fly. I just learned a new song, Archie. Yes,
All right.
Again, this couldn't happen again. This is the thrill of a lifetime. This is the moment divine. Again, this couldn't happen again. This is the thrill of a lifetime. This is the moment divine. Again, this couldn't happen again. This is the thrill of a lifetime. This is the moment divine. Again,
This couldn't happen again?
Oh, couldn't it? That's what you think. Again, this couldn't happen.
Goodbye, Cynthia.
Bye, Archie.
I'm Alabama bound. Just see those woman porters hanging round. Just gave the meanest ticket man on earth all I'm worth to put my tootsies in an upper berth.
Just hear that choo-choo sound. I know that soon we're gonna cover ground. And then I'll holler so the world will know. Here I go. I'm Alabama bound.
The train is taking me home, and when I get to Alabama, never more will I roam.
'Cause my ever-loving baby, she's gonna be waiting there, I know.
Oh, tell me, honey.
Tell you what, I'm gonna settle for a train ride and hear the whistle blow. I can hear that choo-choo whistle blow. Watch that engine when we start to go.
Now we're falling more, knocking at Dixie's door. What's that, Bill?
Louisville.
We passed that before.
Fields of cotton tell me where I am.
Hear that party yelling,
Alabama! Mammy, Mammy, get your kisses ready for your honey lamb.
I'm Alabama bound. Just see those woman porters hanging round.
Just gave the meanest ticket man on earth all I'm worth
to put my tootsies in an upper berth.
Choo 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 choo.
We're gonna cover ground,
and then I'll holler so the world will know.
Here I go,
we're Alabama bound.
Chugga like a 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 chugga.
Hold the boat for Alabama. We're Alabama bound.
Oh, I'm Alabama, off to see the mater. I'm Alabama bound. And, a jolly good morning to one and all. And thank you, Headley Ward Trio and the Tanner Sisters. That was wonderful. You know, you really are in a class by yourself.
Yes, that goes for me, too.
Oh, hello, Andrews.
Good morning, sir. I'm looking forward to November the 5th, aren't you?
Oh, rather. If there's one thing I like to see, it's the boys enjoying themselves.
Oh, good.
I want you to have fun, Andrews.
Yes, but now...
And I'm personally going to see that you have a rip-snorting time. No, it's a wonderful thing.
Good. Well, can you spare a copper for the guy?
No. Now for the first... we'll take the first lesson.
Oh, now, come on, sir. You must be able to spare a copper.
Now, look, Andrews, I'm not made of money. I mean, since I received my salary, I've had to take Agatha out 5 times. Well, that's a shilling gone.
A shilling, eh? Just one long round of pleasure, that's it.
But in any case, Andrews, have you got a guy?
Oh, yes, I've got everything arranged. Now, this is the chair that we're going to put him in.
Oh, that's splendid.
Good. Now, would you mind trying it for size?
Oh, no. Now, Andrews, I can see what's in your mind. You want to collect coppers for the guy while I sit in the chair with a funny mask on.
I hadn't thought of a funny mask.
Yes, I won't do it, Andrews. I mean, what you want are some old clothes, then you fill them with rubbish and a stuffed head on top.
Exactly. Now, would you mind trying the chair for size?
That's quite enough, Andrews. But I shall help you set the fireworks off, providing you keep to the instructions.
All right, I'll set the big ones off.
No, you won't. You can only set one off and then go to bed.
Go to bed?
Yes, those are the instructions. Light the blue paper, then retire. Oh, get in there, Morton. I'm cracking away like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah. I don't have had a machine, but you're well-oiled.
Yes. Now ease up, Andrews, because we're going to have a good time, and I've already lit the bonfire.
You've lit the bonfire? But it's only Monday now, and November the 5th is until the weekend.
Oh, dear. Well, we shall just have to keep it from going out.
I wish somebody would keep you from coming in.
Now, never mind. Now, I've got a lot of dead wood we can use as fuel.
Tell me, is old wood better for fuel?
Oh, yes. There's no fuel like an old fuel. Oh, crisp. Very crisp.
Yeah. Certainly take the biscuit.
Oh, do you think so?
Yes, your crackers.
Well, you know, I enjoyed it. And there's only one thing that I enjoy more.
Oh, Robbie, the answers.
Yes?
Guess.
Guess what?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Guess.
Which brings the score to 1-1.
Oh, Robbie, I'm so excited about the bonfire. You and me going round, seeing the place lit up, and then after a while...
You'll be lit up and the place will be going round.
Now, simmer down, Andrews. I say, look, Agatha, I bought you a firework.
Oh, you shouldn't throw your money around like that. It must have cost you at least 4pence.
I say, Agatha, will you come to the bonfire with me?
Oh, of course. I'm glad you asked me. But what sort of firework is this?
It's an Agatha wheel.
Oh, no, Robbie Wobby. You mean a Catherine wheel.
Catherine won't. That's why I asked you.
Oh, Robbie, so you call it an Agatha wheel?
Yes, because if you push it around, the sparks fly off it. Oh, get in twice, Morton.
Oh, Robbie, let's forget all our differences and look forward to the big night. Are any of your friends coming, Archie?
Oh, yes, my 2 closest friends, Tinker and Few.
Are they very close friends?
Gee, not if I can help it.
I should wear a sweater at the bonfire, Archie.
Oh, why's that?
Oh, so that you can get your clothes dirty.
I bought a nickel in the telephone, dial my baby's number, got a busy line.
I only said don't get your clothes dirty.
Oh, I thought you said Rose Murphy.
Robert Morton, if that's the way you feel, Rose Murphy indeed. I'll go to the bonfire alone.
But Agatha, let me say
No,
something.
don't try to get round me. I'm going.
Yes, but if you'll only let me say
No, you've
something...
said enough. Now, don't try to explain. I don't hear any more. We're definitely through. I don't want ever to hear your voice again. Never, never, never. And there's one more thing.
What's that?
What did you want to say?
Oh, yes. This is the voice of the ball.
Oh, no!
You just couldn't resist that one, could you, sir?
Ah, well, it is my living.
Well, your living has all been in vain. Hello, what's that?
I wonder.
Here, are you shaking your head?
No.
I've arrived and the prove I'm here.
Ah, hello, Mr. Bygraves. Here, what's the bell for?
Fire drill. I'm going to give you a fire drill in case there's a fire.
Steady a moment, that's the coal scuttle you're wearing, isn't it?
No, it's my helmet now.
Well, you've dented it.
Yes, well, here's the hammer, Archie. Try and straighten it out.
All right, here we are.
I say, wouldn't it be easier if you took it off?
What, have all the coal all over the place?
Do you mean to say you've got coal in it?
I had to, son, to make it fit.
Oh.
Otherwise it's a bit tight round my shoulders, see? Now, first of all, there are 4 types of blazes.
Go on.
Yes. There are 1,
Yes.
the coal blazes.
Uh-huh.
2, the chemical.
Yes.
3, the wood blazes. And 4, the goater.
Goater blazes.
And you. Now, don't ever treat a chemical fire with a potfer.
What's the potfer?
Make the tea in.
Now, desist a moment. I mean, what would you do in the case of a large conflagration?
A large conflagration?
Yes.
Take the hat round. Now, son, the first thing to do in the case of a fire is to dial 476.
And then what happens?
Nothing. It's the wrong number. Now, Dr. Morton, look, you go up to the bedroom and stand on the windowsill.
Well, what for?
Never mind, go up.
Oh, all right, then.
Now, son, here we are, and follow me down. I've got a ladder at the window.
All right, Mr.
Over I
Mowbray.
go.
Right.
Out the window!
What's the good of telling me when I'm halfway down?
Oh, you all right, son?
Yes, I'm all right. I say, what do you want me to do?
Wait a minute. Son, here, hold this blanket at one side and keep it tight.
All right, I got it.
Ready? Mr. Morton, jump!
No.
Oh, come and jump into this blanket.
I can't even see it in any case. I know what's going to happen.
What?
When I jump, you'll move the blanket.
No, honestly, we won't. Will we, Archie?
No, we won't really, sir. Well, I don't trust you.
Oh, come on, jump.
Now, I'll tell you what. I thought of a ripping wheat. You put the blanket on the ground, then I'll jump.
Head like a sieve.
This I've got to see.
Yeah, now, I'll tell you what then. Slide down the drain pipe, Dr. Morton.
All right, I'll try. Look at him, look at him. Did you ever see anything so stupid?
And he's silly, eh? Slide down the outside of it!
Look out! Oh! Oh, dear! Oh! Oh, dear, I fell.
I thought you were playing dominoes. Yeah, you're telling me you fell.
Yes, now, please don't tell Andrews, otherwise he'll laugh at me.
I don't think he will.
Well, why not? Where is he? I'm under you. Thank you very much. Now, towards the end of the 16th century, there lived a woman, Mrs. Fawkes. And now, for argument's sake, let's say that she had 3 sons, Guy Fawkes, Robert Fawkes, and Max. 3 fearless, undaunted, intelligent boys.
Oh, blimey.
Yes. Now, you know that Guy always had a passion for gunpowder, and his mother was worried. So one day, she said...
Boys, I want to talk to you.
Yes, Mother.
Where's your brother Guy?
He's down in the cellar, Mother.
Down in the cellar, eh? He's not experimenting with that gunpowder again, is he?
Oh, no, Mother.
Well, we'll see about that. Guy, are you down there?
Yes, Mother.
What are you doing?
I'm writing. Yes, that's right. He's writing.
Oh, very well. What was that?
I think he dropped his pen.
Oh. He's down in the cellar, is he? Not bothering with gunpowder, eh? Downstairs, is he?
Yes, Mother.
Then perhaps you'll tell me who that is coming downstairs from upstairs with a black face.
Hello, Mother. I heard a noise, so I came downstairs.
Guy, you've been messing about with gunpowder and bombs again.
Oh, no, Mother.
Oh, no? What are you holding behind you? If you don't tell me, I'll send you all upstairs to bed. Well, now we're in the bedroom. Go to bed.
All right, Mother. Good night.
Good night.
Now, listen. I found the solution, chaps. 1 handful of pop loud like this. Now, just put a handful of tricolite with it. Listen. It's all right.
I say, let me have a go.
All right, don't forget. Don't forget, but just a handful.
All right, now, a handful of poplar and a handful of triflite. Now, ready?
Yes.
Big hand.
Quick, into bed before Mother comes.
Boys? Boys?
Yes, Mother?
Anything the matter? I heard a bang.
A bang, Mother?
Yes. And boys?
Yes, Mother?
Yes?
Where's the roof?
And so their mother forbade them to mix gunpowder. But she suspected that they were still experimenting secretly. Every night they would go upstairs to bed.
Good night,
Mother. Good night, boys.
Then she would go to the front door and let them in.
Oh, really? This is the fourth time this week this has happened. Your bedroom must be in a shocking state.
No, Mother, it's all right.
It's okay, Mother.
Mother, it's fine.
Fine, is it? I'll go and see.
Then she opened their bedroom door and stepped out into the main street. Eventually the boys grew older, and they took an interest in politics. Guy Fawkes was against the government, who, according to him, were all knaves. It was like a well-laid table. Knaves on the right, Fawkes on the left.
Here, listen, fellas, listen. Listen, we must get rid of this government.
I say, supposing we kidnap them.
No, good at all. No. Here, what about a revolution?
Next thing you know, you'll want to blow them all up. Boys, where are you going?
But it was too late. They had gone. For the next few weeks, they piled up gunpowder underneath the House of Commons. Then came the night.
Listen, fellas, we got to get past the night watchman first.
9 o'clock and all's well. And 9 o'clock and all's well.
I'll tell you what, when he walks past the end of the alley again, we'll grab him.
Good idea.
Here he comes. Look out.
9 o'clock and all's well.
Steady.
And 9 o'clock and all... Well?
That's it. Now all we have to do is to pass the sentry. I've got an idea. Follow me.
Who goes there, friend or foe?
Friend.
Oh, friend. Oh, well, that's a bit awkward. Now, the last time I said advance friend, somebody made one. But, wait a minute, it's all right. Here comes my relief.
Hello, handsome.
Blimey, Mother.
Boys.
Quick, through the gates.
Oh, halt! And so the chase was on, down long winding corridors to the dungeons. The sentry was so close to their heels that twice they were able to ask him the way.
Here we are. Close the door. Quick, a match.
Oh dear, no matches. Wait a minute. Carl.
Say, where did you get that?
Sentry.
Okay, I'll light the fuse. There. Now, quick, everybody, outside. Oh, now we're away from it. Before they find the gunpowder, the whole place will go sky high.
Aren't we wicked?
Steady, any minute now. What's the matter?
What's up? Oh, you fool. That wasn't the fuse. It was the string holding up my trousers.
Here, let's go back and make sure.
Yes. We'll give it another 4 days. And that was how Guy Fawkes blew up the Houses of Parliament.
Yes, but steady a moment. According to the history books, Guy Fawkes didn't blow up the Houses of Parliament.
I know, but this is a comedy show, and we have to have a happy ending.
My lords, ladies and gentlemen, master of the hounds, mistress of the ostler, father of the groom, stable boys, unstable boys, kinky girls, whippers in, whippers out. Fellow followers of the fox, members of the noble hunt who unfortunately cannot be with us today, please be upstanding and raise your stirrup cups. The toast is John Peel in his coat so gay.
All got his number, dear.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Jorrocks, with which I would like the couple round the hall.
Hello again and welcome to the show. Well, now, here are the answers to last week's questions. First, the where do you find it question. Well, the answer came in several parts as follows. Wound round a sailor's leg, on top of the wardrobe, floating in the bath, under a prize bull, and in a lay-by on the Watford bypass. At least I found one there. I couldn't use it. It was covered in verdigris. Never mind. I gave it to the scouts, actually, and they exhibited proudly next to a daguerreotype of Baden-Powell's Woggle. Now, finally, what was wrong with this picture question, where I showed you a photograph and asked you to pick out the deliberate mistakes on it? Well, most of you realized that Queen Victoria was wearing an Arsenal football shirt in the picture. Quite ridiculous. It should, of course, have been Bolton Wanderers. The sheep bottom right shouldn't have been wearing jockey shorts. Greyhounds, of course, do not have antlers. And the vicar's miniskirt was in the wrong tartan. Now, the prize for the winning entry has been sent to Mrs. J. Monk's Haunch, Seaview Cottage, Tibet. And is, as promised, the Bank of England nude calendar featuring Mr. Lippincott, the ex-governor, in a series of saucy poses, representing the 12 months of the fiscal year. And so to our new feature, Smith. Smith, wend your way over to the microphone and make the announcement, will you? Here he comes, Douglas Smith, the well-known happening.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's Armpit Theatre. The BBC, the studios that gave you tales of adventure and swashbuckling romance like The Count of Monte Cristo, now presents Kenneth Horne as D'Artagnan in a special production of The Three Musketeers.
My name is D'Artagnan. Alice D'Artagnan. But that's another story. I'm half Bourbon with a dash of ginger. That, too, is another story. My father was a small landowner in Gascony. He was 3 inches high, to be exact. My family had fallen on hard times. Not for us delicacies like frog's legs. We had to eat the rest of the frog. Small wonder my mother and father croaked when I was still quite young. In 1662, I decided to go to Paris to seek my fortune. I made my way to a low tavern in the Rue de la Danny, the main drag, and tethered my old nag to a hitching post. All right, you stay there, Granny. I'll get you a pint of stout and a packet of cheese and onion-flavored escargot.
Thank you, Alice. You always was a good granddaughter to me.
And that is yet another story.
Perhaps you should have told that one, Ducky. It's getting more laugh.
I flung open the door of the low tavern and swaggered in on my hands and knees. It was a very low tavern. At the bar stood 3 mustachioed gallants with swords at their side. The tallest of the trio wore a gay cockade in his hat. I stared at him for a moment. He spoke.
Are you staring at me, cockade?
Yes. You're musketeers, aren't you?
Aye, Cully. I'm Porthos, and this man at me elbow is Athos.
Oh, I'm sorry. In this light, for a moment, I couldn't tell Athos from your elbow.
And here, this is Aramis.
He gestured with his gleaming épée at the gloomy saturnine man at his side. He had the face of an unfrocked priest and the ears of an unfrocked rabbi, which he carried in a matchbox at his waist. He extended his hand to 7 years with options and kissed me on both cheeks.
Enchanté, mon brave. That is your actual French. Nous sommes, as you may have gathered, your actual musketeers.
Yeah, the King's Own?
Well, no, not for keeps.
Our motto is one for all and all for one.
And I'm one.
I don't quite follow.
Well, he's one, and he's one and all.
Well, I'd like to be one.
Well, first you have to prove yourself. Can you ride a horse? Can you fight off 20 men at once? Can you make love to a beautiful woman?
Well, not all at the same time, but anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No dog of a Gascon can speak like that to a musketeer. I challenge you to a duel.
And I.
And I.
To the death?
To the death.
To the death.
To the death.
At dawn tomorrow?
At dawn.
At dawn.
Oh, well, could you make it 12 for 12:30? I'm having my hair done. And Vidal gets furious if I cancel.
Same here. So be it. So be it tomorrow, then, the Champs-Élysées.
I'll wait by the Eiffel Tower.
But it won't be built for 300 years.
I'm in no hurry.
But why fight on the Champs-Élysées?
Because it's a dual carriageway.
There will now be a short musical interlude while the enormity of that joke sinks in. Dawn the next day.
How about you? Ha ha! How about you?
Oi, Alice, they haven't arrived yet.
Oh, well, I'll have it myself then till they get here.
Ho there, Gascon dog.
No, that's Granny, the Wonder Horse.
A vain beast.
Ta.
Ah, here come Porthos and Aramis. Will you fight us one at a time or all together?
All together.
Sing something simple as time goes by.
They came at me, their rapiers gleaming. Porthos was nicked, but remanded for a doctor's report. Aramis was next. He lunged at me deftly, flashing his épée. I parried and lunged quickly. And after a quick lunge, I slipped into the library for a nap, but he wasn't to be put off. He showed me what he was made
I'll
of.
show you what I'm made of. Look.
Good heavens, skin. Take that.
Miscreant.
Touché.
Is he?
Yes, he is. He's overacting. But he'll soon be all right. Now, you, Athos.
Look out! Hey, look out! Look out! Here come the Cardinal's guards.
Owing to shortage of cast, there'll be a short pause while everyone changes to guards.
The Cardinal's guards, for it was they, rushed at the musketeers with savage oaths. The fight was on. Back to back, face to face, cheek to cheek, up against the wall. They did what they had to. Athos, Porthos, and Aramis cut and thrust with a will, while Alice was parrying one of the guards.
A musketeer's life is terribly hard,
says Alice. Finally outnumbered, they were forced to retreat. Led by D'Artagnan, the musketeers leapt onto Granny the Wonder Horse, and with a cry of...
Hey-ho, Granny!
They rode off to the Tuileries.
Oh, why are we going there?
To get twilled, you idiot.
Meanwhile, at the decadent court of the effete King Louis, word had reached the Queen.
I heard that, Lou. That that's a nice word to use in front of your queen. That's nice language for the King of France to use, that is.
I'm sorry, Queenie, I dropped the orb on me toe.
Oh, well, I'm royalty, I am. I've got
yeah.
breeding.
Yes.
If you put a pea under me mattress, I'd feel it.
Yes.
It'd give me jip all night. It
Oh,
would.
shut your cake hole, you great fat nose pot. Pea under your mattress. You could put 2 stone of King Edwards in your pit and you'd still sleep like an hog.
Oh, I'm an Habsburg, I am, and don't you forget
Well,
it.
button your Habsburg lip.
Your Majesty, His Eminence, the Cardinal Richelieu, craves audience.
Ah, the Eminence greased himself. Show him in.
Oi, this way, your greasy Eminence.
Your Majesty. I have a complaint.
The next line was cut by the Ministry of Health on the grounds that it was infecting the lines around it.
The Three Musketeers, Part 3. You wouldn't have liked Part 2. It was all plot. The wicked cardinal, jealous of the Queen's influence on the King, plans to discredit her.
Shame, shame,
Knowing that she
shame.
has given a diamond necklace as a token of her favours to the Duke of Buckingham, he persuades the King to hold an enormous ball.
Don't drop it, Louis.
At which the Queen must wear the necklace. Meanwhile, on the next page, the Musketeers are celebrating their victory over the Cardinal's guards.
A toast to the King.
The King. To our new-found friend D'Artagnan, the swiftest swordsman in Gascony.
Here's to D'Artagnan, the high-speed Gascon.
I'm very, very honoured, gentlemen.
Young D'Artagnan, you shall live with us from now on. Come on, I'll show you my quarters.
All right, I'll show you mine.
These clothes you wear, they're not fit to battle for a gentleman.
We'll take you to the King's own tailors, Berman's Theatrical Misfits and the 100 Years' War Surplus Store.
Yes, you shall have a fine purple cloak, a lace jabot, sheer silk hose, and as fine a codpiece as any gentleman could wish, together with 4 penn'orth of chips and a pickled onion.
High boots, a fine ostrich plume in your hat.
Oh, looking like that everywhere you go, men will envy you and women desire you.
Oh, the other way round.
Just one thing, D'Artagnan.
Yes, what is it?
In that clobber, don't go near the docks on a Saturday night.
Entrees!
I am Her Majesty's lady in waiting.
Oh, well, come in, Mrs. Woman. We won't keep you waiting long.
I have a message for the Queen. She must see you at once.
Where does the mysterious cardinal fit in? Tune in next week for episode 2 of The Three Musketeers. And now, the Round the Horn colour supplement.
Now, this part of the show can only be heard in colour. And like the newspaper supplements, it comes entirely free, so if you don't like it, well, don't come whining to us. So, to our first item, Swinging London. Trendy columnist Brad Smallpiece with news of current events.
Among the many exciting events to titillate the visitor to London this week are Formation Goat Nadgering for the Bulstrode Cup at the Wimbledon Palais, Armadillo baiting at Crufts, the Ideal Spotted Dick exhibition at Olympia, and Floodlit Horse Massage at the Highbury Stadium. But I myself would plump for the camping exhibition at the Marine Commando Club, Paddington, weather and police permitting.
Yes. I shall make a beeline for it. The colour supplement now turns its attention to a frequently criticised but essential part of the contemporary scene, the British judicial system. Every day at the Old Bailey, scenes like this are being enacted.
Yes, I admit it. I killed her. I killed them all. They said I was mad. Me, mad! Mad! Mad am I! I'll show you! I'll kill you! I'll kill you all! Then we'll see who's mad!
Quite so, my lad. But what about the accused?
And who do we revere more than the solid British Bobby?
What is it, Constable?
Just breathe into this, will you, sir?
Breathe into...
Don't argue, sir. Just breathe into this.
Oh, all right.
Now this one. Yeah, that's better. Can't stand cold gloves when I'm on point duty.
Of course, there have been many folk songs written about the law, and here now to sing one is that doyen of folk singers, a man who has few peers, except through the window of the nurse's hostel in the Bullthorn Road. Your very own rambling Sid Rumper.
Well, hello, me dearie, for I dangle my grummet till my billy boils.
Yeah, well, I'll have a cup if it's no trouble. What song are you going to give us now?
Something I picked up down under. 'Tis an Australian outlaws song and tells of a squatter in the outback.
Ah, I see. Primitive plumbing.
So some say.
Do some.
Yeah. Anyway, this swagman is in the bush camping by a billabong, and the billabong reports him to the police. And up come the troopers. 1, 2, 4, and...
1, 2, 4?
It was 3's day off.
Aye.
So, anyway, they catch him having a jumbuck in his tucker bag.
Well, it's better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick, isn't it?
Precisely. So then he sings this haunting lament. Once long ago, in the shade of a gooly bush, toast in his blood by the old faggot's glee, rested a gander man, a nobbling of his woggle iron, and stuffing a sheep in the old mill stream. Then up come the troopers and hung him by the billabong. They twisted his woggle irons 1, 2, and 3. Now his ghost sits and moans as it grunges in his gander can. Old come a woggling his jumbuck with me.
Thank you, Rambling Sid, and keep taking the tablets. Now, one thing about British law is the way it adapts to circumstances. As time changes, so does the law. For instance, 30 years ago, it was illegal to set fire to an orangutan within the precincts of Westminster Abbey on even dates. Nowadays, there's no such stigma attached to such an act, except, of course, to the orangutan. And it's similar with divorce. Now, in the 40s, the social complications were enormous, as we illustrate with this excerpt from the 1942 production of Brief Ecstasy, starring Dame Celia Mole Strangler and aging juvenile Binky Huckaback.
Fiona, I'm asleep.
No, Charles. Are you?
No.
Neither am I.
I can't get off. I keep thinking.
Thinking? Thinking what?
You know what I'm thinking.
Yes, I know.
I know you know.
I know you'll know, I know.
Yes, I know. But knowing doesn't help. Every night I lie here torturing myself. We're in an impossible position.
Give it time, Charles.
If only your husband would divorce you.
But he won't, you know, Roger.
Yes, Roger. I'm sick of Roger. This is his house. I see him everywhere. Roger in the morning, Roger in the evening, Roger at supper time. He'll always be between us, Fiona.
Hold me, Charles.
I can't. Somehow, whenever we're together, I feel he's there between us.
Yes, yes. I feel that too.
What are we going to do, Fiona?
Shall I speak to him?
Yes, you must. You'll never get any peace.
Very well, darling. Roger.
Yes, love?
Get up and make some cocoa, dear. We're trying to get some sleep.
From time to time, the most honest, law-abiding citizen gets entangled with the law. I did myself recently. Very uncomfortable it was. And I was recommended to a fashionable firm of solicitors in Lincoln's Inn. The brass plate on the door read, Boner Law. Hello, anybody there?
Oh, hello, I'm Julian. This is my friend Sandy. I've got my articles and he's taken silk.
Frequently. Well, Miss Drawn, how nice to valder your dolly old eek again. Oh, what brings you trolling in here?
Oh, can you help me? I've erred.
Yeah, we've all erred, Ducky. It's common knowledge, isn't it, Jules?
Oh. Look, will you take my case?
Well, it depends on what it is. We've got a criminal practice that takes up most of our time.
Yes, but apart from that... I need legal advice.
Oh, and he bowed. Although all time has not withered nor custom staled his infinite variety.
Just a minute. Now, what is it you've done?
Well, no, I don't like to say.
Oh, come
No.
on.
No, I don't like
Oh, come on, you can tell us. Sand and me have handled the most bizarre briefs. Nothing to shock.
No. Well, look, it's here on this charge sheet.
Let's have a vard. Oh, Jewel, look at this. Oh. Yeah.
He did.
He did. Look. It's written down.
Oh. What I mean, broad daylight. Outside the corner house. Aren't you ashamed?
Yes, but it is only a parking offence.
Only? They're very hot on that. What do you think, Jewel?
Well, let me look up my tort.
She's looking up his tort. No, sometimes it takes him hours to find what he's looking for.
What? He wants a mirror.
Oh, he's found it. Well?
Well, I recommend we try per verulium ad camforum actus injuria linctus est.
That's your actual Latin.
Yes, what does it mean?
I don't know. I got it off a bottle of horse rub. Sounds good, though, doesn't it? How should we tackle it, Sam?
I think we should plead insanity.
Yes, but what about Mr. Horn?
Oh, him. Oh, I'll defend him. I'll do my speech for the defence.
Yes.
Try to hear it.
Yeah, I can't contain myself.
Well, that's your problem, Ducky.
Go on, do your plea, Sam.
Yes.
Always an eloquent pleader.
Homies and Polones of the jury, Varder well the eek of the poor one who stands before you. His lallies trembling. He has his share of guilt, but who is without it?
Who?
Who is without it? We all have a bit. Every one of us. We have our share. His only crime was that he loved not wisely, but not too well. This kid never had a chance.
No.
Born on the wrong side of the tracks. Forced to take in washing. Society drove him to a life of vice.
I see.
It's not this one who's on trial. It is all of us.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. We made him what he is, without hope, without love, without hair. Give him a chance to become a useful citizen again, a housewife and a mother, so that he can look the world in the face and say, I name this ship HMS Ark Royal, and God bless all who sail in her.
Bravo, Sam!
Bravo!
Well done! Could have been a Queen's Council. Well, Mr. Horn, what you say?
Have you got Quentin Hogg's phone number? Well, they did defend me in the end, and I got off. They got 6 months. But that's still another story. Well, that brings us to the end of the show, except for this week's mystery noise. Now, what is it that goes... Boom. If you know, please drop a line to me, care of Round the Horn, and mark your envelopes clearly in block letters. Cheerio. See you next week.
Towards the moon.
Tim Pigott-Smith was reading The First Men in the Moon by H.G. Wells, which was adapted by Neville Teller. It was a heavy entertainment production. Tomorrow, what will our heroes discover on the moon? Well, if they went today, they'd see 2 or 3 golf balls, because astronaut Alan Shepard left some there, apparently. Yeah, there's a fact. Little out.
You're leaving the 7th dimension.
That's it. I shall fly you to the moon again tomorrow, but only after we've swung amongst the stars on our journey into space, and I've let you know what life is like in the brave new world. In other words, please be tuned into the 7th dimension as we continue all our current adventures, which I know you worship and adore. I'm Toby Haydock. Old Green Eyes must be my Martian heritage.
Hello, this is Susan Ray with Comedy Now.
BBC Radio 4 Extra.
It's 7 o'clock and the comedy is classic. It's Monday. We're doing our best to get you through. Beyond our ken and Steptoe and Son, not too shabby. Well, Harold and Albert are supposed to be shabby, of course, and in half an hour they're on a jaunt to the country when they spot a lovely house, a home, possibly for the elderly. And tonight, returning to the Comedy Club, it's only the Shuttleworths presenting A Cough in the Loft at midnight. First then, Kenneth Horne is Caesar in Cleopatra's Saga, and Rodney and Charles play football. There's a marvellous pun early on. It's a groan maker.
Prisoner at the bar, I may as well make it clear that I personally view with distaste your despicable action. Any such intrusion into the private lives of your neighbours is unwarrantable behaviour.
But, Your Honour...
Silence! The facts are quite clear. You spent over a month peering through the lady's keyhole.
That was an excerpt from 55 Days at Peking. The first in another series of a film worth remembering, which is more than can be said for the next half hour.
However, for the more tolerant listener, here's a sort of radio show which is beyond our ken. Among those taking part are Martha Tidville, Edgar Allan Bowdiddley, the Hampstead Garden Suburb Coal Miners Choir, Lady Windermere...
I'm one of her fans.
To continue, Harold Wilson, Keppel and Betty... And, of course, Mr. Kenneth Horne, whose school motto is...
If at first you don't succeed, try again when she's not expecting it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kenneth Horne.
welcome to the first and yet another series of Beyond Our Ken. Well, nothing's changed much since we last met, but recently I ran into a remarkable old character.
Oh, that's very
No,
nice.
not you, sir, not you, no. No, now listen carefully. This chap went under the name of Mark Hyam. Mark Hyam. Incredible old man, and he had one greatly treasured possession, a hat studded with red jewels. Still, I suppose everyone's heard of the ruby hat of old Mark Hyam. No, as you can see, nothing's changed much. I got a little worried outside the studio here today. I spotted a car belonging to Ernest Marples, and it had a sticker label in the window saying, Kenneth Horne must go. Well, a couple of days ago, I decided to have my hair done, so I went to my barber. Yeah, nothing funny in it at all. I did. I went to my barber, who's got a shop up a little passage by my flat. He's what you might call an alley barber, I suppose. Anyhow, we discussed various styles, and the Beatles wasn't quite right for me. And eventually he gave me what he calls the new M1 haircut. It's a sort of broad highway in the centre and soft verges at the side. Now, on with the show. And it's time now to introduce our new Hornorama feature.
Topics of our time, in which we take a closer look at people and events in the news.
A little village in Sussex was in the news recently, and with us today is one of its remarkable inhabitants. Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening. Now, this little village you come from?
Is Titchley in the Fold, sir.
Yes.
That's the place.
You are, I believe, a truly remarkable character.
I am, sir, yes. I'm chairman of the parish council, police constable, fire brigade. I do everything.
Tell us, sir, why is this village so unique?
Because, sir, the inhabitants are all women.
All women?
All are women, yes. In fact, there's talk of changing the name to Ladyville.
I see.
Ladyville, because they're all women.
Yes, but what about you?
I am the only man in the entire village.
Well, that is remarkable.
It is.
And may I ask
Remarkable,
you, sir, how old are you?
I'm 26.
Football now, and a record transfer fee for the two new forwards who joined Milverton United. These star players were seen in action last Saturday.
Hello, Rodney.
Hello, Charles. Here, I must say you played magnificently in the first half. Your ball control was superb.
Thank you, Rod. You were unlucky when you went through on your own.
I know, but did you see that left back? He kicked me right in the penalty area. By the way, what's happening?
Oh, well, the play's right up the other end. We've got time for a chat.
Good.
You get your slices of lemon in the dressing room.
Never go without. Oh, it does wonders for the skin. Why, I am glad we transferred from Shrimpton Wanderers, aren't you?
Oh, rather, Rodikins. Blue and white stripes just weren't me.
Oh, look out, Charles. Here comes the ball.
Got it.
To me, Charles.
To me, Rodders. Passing it back to you. Shoot, Rodney, shoot. Brilliant, Rodney. Absolutely dolly shot.
What's up with the supporters? I scored, didn't I?
Rodney.
Yes, Charles?
Shouldn't we have changed ends at half-time?
Which brings us to our panel of experts waiting to discuss this week's searching question. Top of the table, it's hello again to our pop-singing friend, Ricky Livid.
Hello, Nat. Happy to be in the charts once again with my latest number, all about a fat lady in bed.
What's that?
I can't get over you.
And now, a newcomer to the panel, the ex-debutante novelist, author of the current bestseller, Through Darkest Chelsea with Highwayman's Boots and a Candle, Charlotte Bellingham.
Hello. And I must say I'm thrilled to be here. In fact, I'm thrilled to be anywhere, because Mummy always says life should be lived to the full. That's what Mummy always says.
Yes, well, good for Mummy, isn't it? Lastly, here's someone who really lives life to the full and a bit more. Arthur Fallowfield.
Well, I must say it's very nice to be back. I've had a very eventful summer, and I was the victim of a rather nasty scandal with Christine Forrester.
Any truth in it?
Completely unfounded. Well, I
Yes,
mean...
I see. Well, now, that's our panel, and this week's searching question is Britain really a third-rate power? Ricky Livid.
Yeah, well, I suppose Britain has slipped down the top chart a bit, down the top 10, but I'm still way up there. I mean, only a few weeks ago, I couldn't get out of the theatre for screaming kids. Police was there, girls, thousands of them. I never realised I was such an attraction.
Yes, it must be a frightening experience being mobbed, especially when you're alone.
I wasn't alone. I was with the Beatles.
Now then, Charlotte Bellingham.
Oh, well, I still think Britain's absolutely divine. I mean, Mummy always says, if it's British, it's bound to be super. That's what Mummy always says. The trouble is, we don't tell the world about what goes on here, except a few months ago, and then we should have kept quiet about that. But you see, Mummy always says that most people talk a lot of twaddle.
That's right. Why don't you shove a coronet up your cake hole?
Well, I must say how frightfully rude.
You mustn't mind him, Miss Bellingham. He's a deep-rooted agriculturist.
Oh, well, we're all conservatives.
Yes. All right, then. Come on, Fallowfield.
Well, I think the answer lies in the soil. Good British dirt is the best in the world. That's what I say. We should export it by the bucketful. During the summer, I had a French student over to my farm to study, and I can honestly say she was very impressed. I mean, I showed her things she'd never seen before. I did ripe yellow ears of English corn, good fat healthy cows like Mrs. Simpkins. Believe me, that woman's got two of the plumpest Friesians I ever laid eyes on. I don't mind telling you.
Thank you, Arthur. Thank you very much. Well, that's all there's time for this week, because right now we're going to listen to our other panel of experts, the Fraser Hayes Four.
You've gotta shine, shine. Shine away your blueses. Shine, start with your shoeses. Shine each place up, make it look like new. Shine your face up, wear a smile or two. Shine your these and thoses. You'll find that everything will work out fine. Folks will shine up to you, everyone will how'd you do ya. You'll make the whole world shine. Jack, known around town as some boot black. Never worried though he worked like sin. Should have seen his grin. Guaranteed to bring the business in. Every day, when they asked him how he got that way, he would tell them, if you envy me, just try my recipe. Shine, you gotta keep shining away your blueses. Won't you give it a try and shine? You're making a head start with your shoeses. We're not telling a lie. You gotta shine each place up and make it look like new. And shine your face, shine it up and wear a smile or two. Wear a smile and shine your these and thoses. You'll find that everything will work out fine. Folks will shine up to ya. Everyone will how'd you do ya. You'll make the whole world shine.
And so to our drama of the week, a big screen epic adapted for the small microphone. Here it is, Cleopatra, the multi-million-dollar film that took 2 years to make.
Well, our version took 20 minutes to rehearse and cost the BBC £13.7 and 8.
Stand by then as we present the fabulous Cleo, or If You Knew Caesar Like I Know Caesar.
Our story starts with Caesar's arrival in Egypt. Cleopatra has been banished, and sitting on the throne is the young King Ptolemy.
How do you know this?
The King Ptolemy himself. Caesar and his men take up residence at the palace.
Almighty Caesar!
Yes, Nitius?
I counsel you to be ever watchful. These Egyptians are not to be trusted. I've seen the writing on the wall.
So have I, and I can't make head nor tail of it.
What have you seen where I saw the writing on the wall?
Where is Flavius?
I am here, Caesar.
And what news from Rome?
The news is disturbing, O mighty Caesar. There are rumblings in the Senate.
It's Brutus, Cassius, and all the other bods.
Nothing unusual. You always get rumblings from Senate bods. That is all, Flavius?
Yes, that is the end of the news.
What about the weather forecast?
Hail, Caesar.
See who it is, Nitius.
Excuse me, is Caesar at home?
Who are you? What do you want? And what is that roll of carpet you're carrying over your shoulder?
I bear a gift for the great Caesar.
We don't want your carpet. Beat it.
No, wait. Let him bring his gift in.
Thank you, Almighty One. It is a very lovely Egyptian carpet. I will unroll it before you. See.
Oh, there's a woman rolled up in the carpet.
I've heard of gift wrappings, but this is ridiculous.
Such a beautiful woman, too.
Oh, and what a lovely figure. XXXII. XXIV. XX. Aye.
Caesar!
Yes, all right, I will.
Here. Take your hands off me.
This is Cleopatra, Queen of the Nile.
This is truly an historic meeting. The great Queen Cleopatra and our own august Caesar.
August? He looks more like late November.
Caesar, did you hear that? What insolence! And from such a slip of a girl, it says here.
She speaks the truth, Nitius. I'm an aging man, but though I bear the ravages of time, I could still show you a few wrinkles.
I have no doubts, my Lord Caesar. Your reputation with women is renowned. But how harshly you treat them. Is it not true that when you first set eyes on one young lady, you smote her over the head?
True. I came, I saw, I conked her. But that is past now. I've given up smoting.
Good. Well, Caesar, I'm sure that you and I will get on well together. Now I must take my leave. Apollodorus?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Go and prepare my bath in goat's milk.
Very good, Your Majesty.
You bathe in milk, Cleopatra?
Yes.
Is it pasteurized?
No, just up to my tummy. Farewell!
Flavius, I don't like it.
Well, it depends what we're talking about.
I can see our noble Caesar is under the spell of that temptress. Oh, she's wicked with it, that one. Well, I mean, coming in here in that flimsy chiffon, flaunting it about like that. Well,
Nitius.
Anyone can see. She's all on the surface. That's what it is.
Beltus uppus. You will not speak thus of the woman I love. We shall make a good match.
True, O mighty one, the love of Caesar and Cleopatra will indeed compare to the other great loves of the world. Romeo and Juliet, Napoleon and Josephine, David Frost and himself.
Flavius, I shall go to her now. Prepare my courting toga, the short one that shows my knees.
Ah, yes. Thou art truly the noblest Roman of them all.
And as for you, Nitius, who mock my beautiful Cleopatra, you shall be sent to one of my legions where the fighting is thickest.
No! Oh, no! You can't do that to me. I have served you faithfully. It's not fair sending me out there to certain death. It's not fair. You can't do it, you hear? You can't do it. I'm too young to die. I'm too young, too beautiful. It's not fair. It's not fair.
All right, Richard Burton, that's enough. Take him away, Flavius.
You'll be sorry you wait. I'll have the last laugh, Caesar. I know what's going to happen to you halfway through the sketch.
And now to Cleopatra. Oh, Cleo, it's me-o.
I'm in my bath. Who is it?
Julius Caesar.
Come in.
Hello, oh, no, please don't get up. I just popped in on the off chance. Cleopatra, I've come here to ask you to be my wife.
Already? But many things must happen first. History has it that way.
Yes, well, the BBC must have it this way. Will you consent?
Yes.
And so they were married, and in time Cleopatra, the great Egyptian queen, became a mummy.
I was proud of my son. He looked exactly like me. That is, if you held him upside down.
We were happy for a while, and then Caesar was recalled to Rome.
It was over a year later when Cleopatra joined Caesar. Her entry into Rome was triumphal. Acrobats, belly dancers, chariots, soldiers. There had not been a spectacle like this since Chu Chin Chow. All Rome turned out for the occasion.
You should have let me know you were coming.
Hello, Caesar.
Cleopatra, it's a good thing you look as beautiful as ever.
It is a good thing you look as handsome as ever.
And it's a good thing this is radio.
My beloved, no sooner do we meet again than we must part. I have business in the Senate.
Then I am to be left alone once more.
No, you shall be escorted by my faithful friend, Mark Antony. He approaches now.
Ah, yes, Mark Antony. A handsome giant of a man whose reputation with women is second only to yours.
This is he.
You are Mark Antony?
Yeah, that's right. Hello? Hello? Yeah, do you think I look like Burton?
You look more as if you've gone for one.
Oh, no, you're rude.
Well, I really must go to the Senate. Goodbye, Cleo. Goodbye, Mark.
Goodbye, Julie.
Well, Mark Antony, now we are alone. Why don't you come closer?
No, stop messing about.
Come over here and hold my hand.
No. Caesar is my best friend.
You're so handsome. Come and kiss me.
No. Caesar's my best friend.
I'd do anything for you.
Oh, well, bang goes another friendship.
Meanwhile, at the Senate, there were dark goings-on.
Put a light on someone. Brutus,
Yes, Casca?
Caesar's on his way. Now is the time to draw our daggers.
Are you suggesting murder?
Well, we'll have a stab at it. Where is Cassius?
I'm here and I'm the greatest. Man, I'll take him in just 5 rounds.
Why don't we forget about Caesar and have a go at him?
No! Wait! Caesar is coming.
Now, what are you lot hanging around for?
All right, Caesar, your end is in sight.
Was my toga slipped again?
Attack!
Oh, not you too, Brutus. I cannot believe it. Stabbed in the back by 3 of my best friends.
Ah, well, that's show business.
With Caesar gone, there was a battle for power in the Senate. Meanwhile, in Egypt, the love of Cleopatra and Mark Antony blossomed.
Mark, tell me something.
What?
Were you born in Rome?
Yes, of course. In fact, I was the original funny thing that happened on the way to the forum. I tell you what, yeah. Why did you ask?
Oh, Mark, you know I hate it when you're away from me. But don't you think you should go back to Rome?
No.
Octavian is stirring up opinion against you and against Egypt.
I don't care. I like it here. I like it. All these orgies and everything is very mean.
Oh, but Mark, I'm frightened.
Don't be like that. Come over here. Here, that's it. Closer.
Oh, Mark.
Oh, Cleo.
Oh, Mark, wait a minute. I've got a feeling, it's only a feeling, mind you, that we're being watched. Yes, look, that glass panel at the back of the studio.
Yes, these BBC producers are all the same. Well, as soon as you have a love scene, they all get panicky. I bet we get faded out.
And so they were. But Cleopatra was right. In the Senate, Octavian spoke fiercely against Mark Antony.
I tell you, gentlemen, he is a traitor. He has taken up with that Egyptian woman, recklessly thrown away our valuable territories. He has usurped the power of Rome, and he's been getting far too many laughs. I say war, gentlemen.
Mark, Sosigenes is here. My advisor and philosopher wishes to speak with you.
Hello, Sosigenes.
Sosigenes. Good man. The hour has come for decision, Mark Antony. Where do you do battle with Octavian, on land or at sea?
Yeah, no good asking me.
But you must lead our troops. Oh, where is the brave warrior who once I knew? If only Caesar were still here.
Yeah, I wonder what he's saying.
Believe me, I'd be happy to say anything right now.
Caesar, is that you? Where are you? If you're there, listen to me. You must have been watching what's going on here. Tell me your decision.
That's easy. Next week, you get killed off on page 1.
Come, Mark Antony, lead us into battle. We'll meet Octavian on sea at Actium.
There's no sea there.
Actium, Clot, not Acton. Come, prepare for battle.
was a hard, bitter struggle, but Octavian and the Romans soon overpowered the Egyptians, and what few loyal supporters Mark Antony had left quickly deserted him. He fled back to Egypt, a broken, dishonored soldier.
I'm a broken, dishonoured soldier. There is nothing left for me but ignominy, and I don't even know what that means. There's only one course left open to me. I must kill myself. Ooh, ah, ooh. Well, that's got the dagger out of the sheath. Now then, to do the dirty deed.
Oh, Mark, Mark, my darling, what have you done? Oh, Mark!
Open up, Cleopatra! It's Octavian!
Quickly, Sosigenes, bring me the bowl of fruit.
Here, Your Majesty.
And from the fruit I take the asp and clasp it to my it's been cut. Was this well done?
With a bit more rehearsal, it might have been. Alas, history's most ambitious woman is no more.
And what's more, Sosigenes, without fulfilling my biggest ambition.
What was your biggest ambition, Cleopatra?
I wanted to make a film about Elizabeth Taylor.
Well, that's it for this week. Kenneth Horne saying goodbye for now and leaving you with this thought from a listener in Honiton, Devon. When a peer renounces his title, does he become a jetty? Cheerio.
You have either been listening to or have just missed Beyond Our Ken, a sort of recorded radio show in which you heard Kenneth Horne, not to mention Kenneth Williams, Hugh Paddick, Betty Marsden, Bill Pertwee, the Fraser Hayes Four, and the BBC Variety Orchestra, conducted by Paul Fennelly. Eric Merriman wrote the script, your announcer was Douglas Smith, and the show is produced by John Simmons.
Next week, Kenneth Horne presents Teenagers, Traffic Wardens and James Bond at the Seaside. Best of all, Kenneth Williams. Mel's guest on the 4 o'clock show this week will be the celebrated author Patrick Ness, who reveals how he found different ways to exercise his creativity at an early age.
Every chance I got in school, I would write. And in fact, this is true once in high school chemistry class, for example. We had to write a report on bonding, molecular bonding. And I understood molecular bonding, but I thought there's a story here. So I wrote a whole short story about sort of divorce and marriage in terms of molecular bonding, just to see if I could get away with it. And I did, and I got a good grade. So I was always looking for areas where I could squeeze writing in. So
you
kind
went
of always,
freestyle.
Why not? Why
That's
not?
good.
Writing is subversive, so see where you can subvert.
Patrick Ness will be talking to Mel all this week and reading his latest work, A Monster Calls, on the 4 o'clock show.
The digital station on radio, TV and online. BBC Radio 4 Extra.
Now, from July 1967, Harold quarrels with Albert over his travel plans.
We present another episode in the radio series based on the world-famous BBC comedy success, Steptoe and Son. With Wilfrid Bramble as Albert.
I wish he'd let me go home. I'm frozen, stuck up here. This fresh air will kill me. I don't like the way he's looking at me.
And Harry H. Corbett as Harold.
God, just look at the miserable twit. You thought he'd enjoy a nice drive out in the country on a Sunday afternoon? Oh, do stop coughing. Anyhow, he's got his mittens on and his scarf and a nice thick blanket over his legs, that miserable twit.
Here they are in Homes Fit for Heroes.
Oh, that's lovely. All that fresh air. Oh, just look at the colour in your cheeks. It's doing you good. Oh, you don't get out enough, you don't. Oh, it is beautiful round here, isn't it? Just look at that view. Wouldn't you like to live round here?
No, I wouldn't. I want to go home and get around the fire. There's a good film on telly this afternoon.
Now, wouldn't you really like to live round here? Oh, yes. Wouldn't you like to get away from that smelly old London, that dirty old house, and spend the rest of your life in these idyllic surroundings? With the flowers, the trees, the birds, all the open spaces. You deserve it, Dad, the hard life you've had.
I've never known you to worry about that before.
Oh, just look at that house. Oh, isn't that magnificent? Oh, Peter, look at that. Oh, who lives there? Oh, it must be a millionaire at least. Oh, what wouldn't you give to live in a place like that? Look at the grounds. Look how they're landscaped.
Landscaped?
Oh, well, it's just fantastic, isn't it? I mean, that's the sort of place you dreams about. I don't think I've ever seen anything so beautiful. Oh, no, people like us would never get a chance of living in a place like that. Who could it belong to? Oh, look, there's a notice board. Well, Betty, wow. I wonder what it says.
You can read, can't you? Oh, I can see what it says, and without me glasses. It says, Chartwell House, LCC, Old People's Home.
LCC, Old People's Home? Well. Who would have believed it? A beautiful place like that for an old people's home.
I ain't going in.
No, Dad.
Take me home. I ain't going in.
Who said anything about?
I wondered why you brought me out here. Look at the lovely countryside. Oh, it's a lovely house. I wonder who it belongs to. You conniving young... Take me home.
But, Dad, listen.
Take me home. Here, give me them reins.
No,
come on,
Dad.
Hercules. Get on. Get your finger out. Come on.
When are you going to get a latch on that gate? Gate? Why? What's... I'm sick and tired of telling you about it. It's been bang, bang, bang all night again. I don't know. But with that gate and that alarm clock tick, 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 tick in my ear, and you flat on your back snoring your head off, no wonder they've started calling me Tallulah. Well, I can't help it. They must have had that gate 3 or 4 streets away. I don't know what's come over you. You have no interest in this house at all. Anything for the easiest with you. It's a wonder to me we've any gate left. You see, you wedged it open with a brick until my mother fell over it. No, it's a pity about her. I'll bet we've had every dog in the neighbourhood, the garden. Then when you roped it up, nobody could get in or out. All that fuss we had when the men came to empty those dustbins. I won't forget it, I won't. I'll give 'em we're bin men, not mountaineers. Well, all right. I'll soon fix the gate for you. You'll touch nothing. I've seen your fixing before. The rows we've had over the lock on that bathroom door. You see, you fixed that. And the first time you had a bath, I had to run round for the joiner to get you out. Now, we don't need to go into all that. No, well, I've had enough of it. I'm having that gate put right. I've asked them to send a man down to make a proper job of it.
A man? Just to put a latch on a gate? Why'd you do things like that? Good heavens. It's only 5 minutes of a job. Not going to pay him to turn out. Blimey, he's here. I'm going to look such a fool. It's only a matter of 2 screws. Well, I don't know what I'm going to tell him. What's he going to say? How do you do? How do you do? Will you come and give us a push with this lorry? Pardon? I say, can you come and give us a push? We're stuck. Well, I can't see what that's got to do with me. You will do. It's stuck in one of your flower beds. Well, I thought you'd come to fix the gate. Gate? You can forget that. I say you can forget that. That fell in bits as soon as he took the hinges off. I wish we'd have known. I say I wish we'd have known. We could have had that 6-wheeler down here on this job. Only you see, that cement mix is not free till Thursday. Well, no, it's only the gate I want fixing. Of course. No use starting anything now. I mean, look at the time. By the time he's had his dinner and got changed, that match is going to be over. Have you seen your gate post? No. Rotten right through. I wouldn't hang me hat on there, never mind a gate. Well, they were dug in firm enough. Aye, that's what he said. We've had to rip your path up to get him out.
Well, hello, me dearios. Well, tonight I shall have great pleasure, but first of all, I'd like to sing you a few songs. So loosen your gussets, traddle your thrums, let your bossocks down, and away we go. Now, first, here's something I picked up down under, and 'tis an Australian outlaw's song, and tells of a squatter in the outback, camping by a billabong. And the billabong reports him to the police. And up come the troopers, and they catch him having a jumbuck in his tucker bag. Well, that's better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. So anyway, as they bind his polyps and carry him off, he sings this haunting lament. Once long ago, in the shade of a gooly bush, toasting his splod by the faggot's gleam, rested a gander man, nobbling at his woggling iron, and stuffing a sheep in the old mill stream. Then up come the troopers and hung him by the billabong. They twisted his woggle irons, 1, 2, and 3. Now his ghost sits and moans as it grunges in his gander can. Oh, come a woggling his jumbuck with me. Now I should like to burst forth, thank you very much. Has one friend there anyway. Now I should like to burst forth with a traditional Lincolnshire air. 'Tis the song of the Bogle Clencher, and goes after this fashion. When I was a clencher's bogle man in famous Lincoln town, I often clenched my bogling fork for less than half a crown.
And I would joggle and lurk, my boys, as I shall quickly tell. Oh, 'tis my delight on a shiny night, and a foggy night as well. Oh, once I took my moolies and set them in a snare. 'Twas then I spied a scroper's man, or wordle in a hair. But I was not afeard, my boys, of that there is no doubt. Oh, 'tis my delight on a shiny night when the coppers aren't about. Although I'm over 80 now, my boggles still I clench, and I will flutter my artifacts at any passing wench. I've tickled many a screebling nut as on my way I go. Oh, 'tis my delight on a shiny night at 1 and 9 a throw. Thank you very much. Well, I've been dipping in my old gander bag, and I've come up with a very tender and furtive madrigal, which has been passed down from father to son until the handle dropped off. It is an old Sussex courting song and tells the story of a young swain who stands beneath his loved one's bearer. He's a very, very small swain, but then she's got a very low bearer. It's the prevailing winds, you see. Anyway, he stands there in the full moonlight, a-plighting his troth. It's best to plight it where you can see it. Otherwise, you're liable to make a dog's breakfast of the old rigmarole. So there he is, a-plighting his troth. The troth, by the way, is a small furry creature with fins. It's a cross between a trout and a sloth or sloth, and it's a curious match. I often wonder what they saw in each other in the first place. Though I suppose the sloth hanging upside down tends to have a different slant on things. Anyway, nowadays, people do say that they're extinct, but I believe they're hanging about somewhere, and that they'll come round when they're hungry. So anyway, this lover is under this tree singing to his light o' love, and he tells her of his desires as follows. Will you still love me, Mary, oh, when my grossets be bended low? When my orbs grow dim and my pubes grow white, and my cord wangle makes an ugly sight, and my grossets be bended low, my grossets be bended low. And she sings back to him, you ask me if I'll love you, oh, though your grossets be bended low, though your orbs be dim and your pubes be white, and your cord wangle makes an ugly sight. If I feel the way I do tonight, my answer will still be no. I'll hey merry down, crumple diddle-I-do, and other colourful affectations.
I'm going to sing you now another courting song, this time from Ireland. 'Tis a lament sung by the itinerant pedlars of they parts as they lurk in the peat bogs, tinkering with their grummets. So this young tinker sings to his fair colleen, if you will give me all your love, then I shall give thee jewels and perfumes and a ribbon for your hair and an old pair of boots what belong to my granny. I'll need resoling, but they'll do you a treat for getting in the coal. All these things shall I give thee, he sings, if you will give your love to me. And then she sings, well, where are they then? To which he replies in song, well, I haven't got them with me, but can I have a little bit on account? And she then sings, Tura Lura Musha Musha Wara Wara, which freely translated means sling your hook, O peddler man, or else I call my husband, O. And so he goes, but as he goes, he sings this song. Sing to lay for the tinkers lie from Cork to Old Tralee, oh, for I will give thee pots and pans if you come a tinkering with me. Me, oh, if you come a tinkering with me. With a tumble-down tick and a rooney o'day, sing tross up a faldy-roll-do. I'll treadle my crumple for many a day, if I don't get a stitch in me side, oh, I don't get a stitch in me side, oh. And thank you very much indeed. Very nice of you. Our next song takes us to Scotland, and 'tis a ballad of the Royal Scottish Pretender, Bonnie Prince Charlie McWhirter. An old Scotch tramp known as the Pretender because he pretended to be Queen Frederica. In order to get free orange juice. You can't drink metal polish straight, you know. Anyway, we fell to chatting by the wayside, and over a rude meal of hedgehog pâté washed down with a simple, unpretentious bottle of paraffin rosé, he sung me it. It tells the story of a simple Highland lass who one day espies a man in a kilt sitting up an oak tree. Hello? Quoth she to herself, 'tis Bonnie Prince Charlie, while she could tell it wasn't Mary Queen of Scots. That's a different tartan. So anyway, she takes him in and hides him and gives him sustenance for 3 months. But lack a day, there's a sorry end to this tale that will wring your withers. It turns out that he ain't Bonnie Prince Charlie after all, but a cabinet maker from Huddersfield called Alf Postlethwaite. How tragic. And to this very day, almost 6 months later, the islanders still sing the Postlethwaite lament, which goes after this fashion. Ye nergs and bogles of bonny Glen Postule, oft have I greebled amongst your trees, and wordled my lassie among your nettles, sworn my devotion and stung both my knees. We bogled and grundled and grundled and bogled, I grotted my muckles for bonny wee Joan, but now she's run off with a plumber from Sidcup. So I lurk in the forest and wordle alone. Now, in a more light-hearted vein, a pewter waggler's bangling song.
After our day in the grunge foundry, hammering their artifacts, the jolly grunge men repair to the local hostelry or fumble shop. And charge their thunderjugs with the foaming nut brown myths. And then they link nadgers and let forth this stirring refrain as follows. Come, fellows, raise your fumble jugs until your cringe is plunging. Come, raise aloft your nut brown grot, for soon we'll all be munging. For tonight I'll drain the posset dry, every man shall do the same as I. If he don't, I'll wordle in his eye. Tomorrow we'll be grunging.
Now, me dearios, I have dipped into my gander bag on many happy occasions, but none more so than tonight, when I have come up with what is undoubtedly the most uninteresting song in my whole niggardly repertoire. 'Tis the Runcorn Splod Cobbler's song, and goes after this lugubrious fashion. I sing as I cobble and hammer my splod, though my travis grows hot and my trade be odd. I sit as I gorble and pillock my splee, for a cobbler's life is the life for me. Sing lickety-lackety, splod me boy, sing whackety-whackety, ooh! At that point, alas, he misses his splod and impales himself on his own cord wangle, as a result of which he dies. Lack-a-day, lack-a-day. And they do say as how his ghost walks abroad in a minor key as follows. Now his ghost still sits and cobbles his blood, though his travis grows cold and he's on his tod. He sings and he gorbles his ghostly splee, for a cobbler's life was the death of me. Sing lickety-lackety, splod me boy, sing whackety-whackety, splod. Now here now is an 18th century ditty that first appeared in 1738 on a... That's right. On a broadsheet. And it's called the Ballad of the Waggler's Moolie. Joe, he was a young cordwangler, among greebles did he go, and he loved a bogler's daughter by the name of Chiswick Flo. Vain she was and like a grusset, though her gander parts were fine. But she sneered at his cordwangle as it hung upon the line. So he stole a waggler's moolie for to make a wedding ring. But the Bow Street runners caught him, and the judge said, "You will swing." Oh, they hung him by the postern nail. Oh, they hung him by the postern
nailed his moolie to the fence for to warn all young cordwanglers that it was a grave offence. There's a moral to this story, though your cordwangle be poor, keep your hands off others' moolies, for it is against the law. Now hoist up your artifacts and keel haul your dandos. Well, we can always edit it out of the recording. Because it's time now for a medley of rollicking sea shanties. So nurk your throbbers. And away we go. What shall we do with a drunken nurker? What shall we do with a drunken nurker? What shall we do with a drunken nurker? He's bending his cord wangle. Hit him in the nadgers with a bosun's plunger. Slap him on the grommet with a wrought iron lunger. Cuff him in the moolies with a captain's plunger. Till his bogles dangle. Heave-ho, and up she rises, heave-ho, and up she rises, heave-ho, and up she rises. Oh! He's broken his cord wangle. Was on the good ship Habakkuk. And I, a midshipmite, when 4 days out of Liverpool, a mermaid did I sight, singing, fare ye well, my Betty-O, fare ye well, I say, fare ye well, my pretty young maid, my fattocks be bound away. And then the mermaid sings back to him in wheedling tones, come marry me, my pretty lad, and live beneath the billow. A coral reef shall be our bed, an octopus our pillow. Singing, fare thee well, my Mary-O, fare thee well to you. Fare thee well, my pretty young lass, my fattocks be rusted through. And seduced by the siren's voice and the fact that you can only see the top half of her sticking up out the waves, the foolish sailor lad leaps over the side and drowns. And as he goes down for the third time, he sings, fare thee well, my Sally-O, fare thee well, sweetheart. I am no use to you, my love. My fattocks have come apart. Oh. Now, here is a fable song from fabled Clacton. It is, you're from Clacton, are you? Well, you know it then. It's the, yes? I'm glad to see you're familiar with these old folk songs. It is the Clacton Bogle Picker's Lament, sung by the itinerant lummock mongers of they parts, who hang about the foreshore picking their bogles and munging them at passers-by, which is one of the reasons that people are going abroad more than ever before. When I was 21, boys, my swogle did I plight, and then as the lummock I did scrope beneath the pale moonlight. Sing all away, me posset Meg, there's limpets on me dando.
Now I am old and sere, my boys, my swoggles silvered o'er. I cannot scrope me lummocks, and my heart it is full sore. Sing all away me posset meg, there's barnacles on me dando. Now all you jolly sailor men who listen to my song, come plight your swoggles while ye may, they don't stay fresh for long. Sing hurry up with that posset meg, there's an octopus up me dando. And now a change of mood as I let forth with a Lummoxshire air sung by the spume tiddlers of they parts as they sit in the chimney corner groping their taddles. When I was a young man, I nadgered at my snod as I knirked at the waggler's trade. When suddenly I thought, while trussing up my groats, I'd wordle with a fair young maid. We wordled through the summertime until the winter came. And the only thing that I ever did wrong was to tell her my foggy name. Now I'm married and I've put away my snod, and my son's at the waggler's trade. Though I still think, as I'm trussing up my groats, of wordling with a fair young maid. I'd wordle her in the winter time, I wordle her for dear life. But the only thing that I'd have to do is to keep it from the foggy wife. To keep it from the foggy wife. Now, my dearios, I'll tether my nadgers to a grouting pole, for the old grey mare is grunging in the meadow. While better there than here. While it makes so much work for the char. My next ditty is about a fabled horse, the Somerset Nog, so called because crossed between a nag and a dog. It's half Suffolk Punch and half Dachshund, while it gets very foggy on the moors. Anyway, this nog is a strange-looking creature, 3 hands high and 18 foot long. They're not pretty to look at, but they're rhubarb in that part of the world. It really is magnificent. And my song tells of a man who wants to go to the great fair at Ganderpoke Bog. So he asks this farmer for a loan of the nog so he can take all his friends with him, and it proceeds in this fashion. Reg pubes, lend me your great nog. Frolic me posset and griddle my nose, for I want for to go to Ganderpoke Bog, with Len Posset, Tim Screevy, the Reverend Phipps, Pegleg, Luke Packet, Solly Levi, Ginger Epstein, Abel Seaman Truefit, Scotch Lil, Messrs Catamole, Mouse Habit, and Leapthigh, and Trustpot, solicitors and commissioners for oath, Father Thundergast, Alice, Con Mahoney, Yeti Rosenkrantz, Futu, Robinson, and Uncle Ted Willis, and all, old Uncle Ted Willis, and all. So they all get on, except Fat Alice, who don't get on with no one. And off they go. But sad to relate, the horse snaps in two
and expires. Now, they do say as how its ghost walks abroad in 2 halves. And if you be passing Ganderpoke Bog at midnight, they do say you can hear the 2 ghostly halves of the nog singing in duet. Reg pubes, you lent your great nog, rollock me faucet and griddle me nose, and now my remains are in Ganderpoke Bog. With Lem Posset, Tim Screevy, Reverend Phipps, Tagleg Loombucket, Sally Levi, Ginger Epstein, Abel Stephen True, Scotch Lil, Mrs. Catamil, Mouse, Habit, Neep, Sign, Trust, Boss, Solicitors, and Commissioners for Oaths, Father Thundergoss, for Alice, Con Mahoney, Yeti Rosencrantz, Cooter Robinson, and Uncle Ted Willis, and Uncle Ted Willis, and all. Now, a sad, plaintive air of woe, lack-a-day, and rue. They're my song publishers. Oh, they are. Murray, woe, Jaime, lack-a-day, and Solly, rue. Dang me down a Charing Cross Roado. It tells the story of a country lass who sings to her soldier sweetheart, "Oh, soldier, soldier, when shall we be wed? For I'm tired of the single life, and besides the neighbours are starting to talk. And I can't keep telling them you've come to read the gas meter." And he answers, "Oh, winsome maid, oh, pretty maid, fain would I make thee my wife, oh, but we cannot be wed, for I have no boots to put on." So she goes and buys him a pair of fine boots, and then she sings, "Oh, soldier, soldier, when shall we be wed?" And he sings, "Fain would I make thee my wife, oh, but I have no trousers to put on." So she gets him a very fine pair of trousers, and then she sings, "Soldier, soldier, when shall we be wed?" And he sings, "Hang on a minute, I can't get these fine trousers over my boots." And anyways, they cannot marry thee as I have no belt. So she gives him one. And he goes, and as he runs off, he sings this stirring martial strain. "Fare thee well, my apple-cheeked Betty, oh, fare thee well, for I'm off to fight my country's foes. So dry your eyes and wipe your nose, nose, oh, nose, oh. For Billy has gone to the wars, oh. A rub-a-dub-dub for the sabres clash, with a musket fife and a drum-a-diddle-idle. With my billycock hat and my billycock head, for I'm off to be a dragoon, oh. Well, once again, the mood changes as I sing you an eerie song so spine-chilling that it'll make the bogles on your posset stand on end. It is the story of a bold highwayman called the Black Grunger of Hounslow and his exploits. Oh, list while I sing of a highwayman bold, his feats were remarkable, so we are told. He'd wordle the ladies and scrope all the men, then he'd straddle his nadger and ride off again. Rurally, singing fiddle me grommets and scrumple me flute. They caught him and hung him from old Tyburn tree, but ere the node screebled his Gurkha, quoth he, "If I had my time to live over again, I'd scrope all the ladies and wordle the men." Sing fiddle me grommets and scrumple me flute. However, they strung him and his horse up, and they do say as how his ghost rides abroad, even to this day.
haunting the place where he once straddled his nadger so gaily. Only unfortunately built a supermarket on the soap. And on early closing day, his wraith can be seen galloping along the bacon counter. and manifesting itself behind the crystallized fruits. And as he gallops, he sings, "My tale it is ended, my song it is sung, as me and my horse we have both been well hung. And as I'm a phantom, my only recourse is to scrope by myself and to wordle my own. Singing fiddle me grummets and scrumble me Now, to conclude my recital, an air for which I shall need your help, so if you'll join me, we shall all burst forth together. So grundle your parts, your own parts, not anybody's parts. There we are, and away we go. I'll sing you one, oh, green grow my nadgers, oh. What is your one, oh? One's the grunge upon my splod, masking my cord wangle. I'll sing you two, oh, green grow my nadgers, oh. What is your two, oh? Two are me looming thrums, see how they jangle. One's the grunge upon my splod, masking my cord wangle. I'll sing you three, oh, green grow my nadgers, oh. What is your three, oh? Three are the times I've lunged my groats. Two are me looming thrums, see how they jangle. One's the grunge upon my splot, masking my cord wangle. I'll sing you four, oh, green grow my nadgers, oh. What is your four, oh? Fourth my wordle is bent, oh. Three are the times I've lunged my groats. Two are me looming thrums, see how they jangle. One's the grunge upon my splod, masking my cord wangle. I'll sing you five, oh, green grow my nadgers, oh. What is your five, oh? Five are the wordless of my song, four for my wordless bend, oh. Three are the times I've lunged my groats. Two are me looming thrums, see how they jangle. Once the grunge upon my splod, it's ruined my cord wangle.
We present Jimmy Clitheroe as the Clitheroe Kid, with Peter Sinclair, Patricia Burke, Danny Ross and Diana Day in...
Help! It's a girl!
Jimmy! Are you awake? Jimmy! Jimmy, are you out of bed yet?
What? Oh, heck.
It's 8:15.
Right, Mum. I'll get it up. Where's my slipper? I'll just bang it on the floor a couple of times and I'm all right for another 5 minutes.
Come on, Jimmy. Out of bed.
Oh, Grandad, you aren't off a noisy lot.
When I was your age in my uncle's farm, I was up at 5 o'clock every morning, straight out into the cowshed.
That's a funny place to have your breakfast.
It was no joke. I had to work very hard. Before I went to school, I had to feed the pigs and collect the eggs.
Get away, pigs don't lay eggs.
Oh, what a... I don't know where you get your jokes from.
Honestly, I don't know which Which is the hardest? Getting Jimmy out of bed in the morning or trying to get him into it at night?
I've made the toast, Mother. I suppose it'll be cold before Rip Van Winkle gets downstairs.
No, it won't.
Well, you're getting old, Jimmy. You must have been in that bathroom for 2 whole minutes.
Well, the hot water's slow coming through. While I was waiting, I cleaned my shoes.
It looks as if you used the shoe brush on your face.
Well, nobody can tell when your face is dirty with all that war paint you slap on it. Night cream, day cream, vanishing cream, cold cream, hot cream, ice cream. No wonder they call you a clot.
Shut up and eat your breakfast.
Yes, Susan, shut up. What time is it, Grandad?
It's, 22 minutes to 9.
Oh, heck, my bus goes at 22.
We've been telling you all morning you'd be late.
I'll eat me toast on the bus. If I miss it again, Sam the Sniffer's going to keep me in after school.
Sam the Sniffer?
Yeah, Mr. Pringle, our geography master, he's always sniffing. He has one of them pencil things you sniff when you have a cold. He's always got it stuck up his hooter. Hey, the other day left it on the desk while he went out and Ozzy dipped it in some pepper. When Sam came back, he took one sniff and blew his top set clean through the window. Mr. Pringle?
4:30.
Well, can I go home now, sir?
No, you're staying here till 5.
Well, you only keep the others in for half an hour when they're late.
I know. But the extra half hour is a punishment for teasing Charlie Thompson. I will not tolerate fighting in the playground.
I'm sorry, sir.
Are you crying?
No, sir.
Oh.
Are you?
Pardon?
I've finished, sir.
Very well. Which 3 questions did you pick?
Well, the first one is compare your own land with a foreign country. I picked Holland.
Go on. Tell me something about Holland that is different from Lancashire.
The mountains.
What mountains?
The Alps.
In Holland? The Alps?
Yes, sir.
Clitheroe, I have been teaching geography for over 20 years, and I never knew until today that the Alps were in Holland.
Well, you've never done learning, have you, sir?
Hello, Jimmy. You just coming home from school?
Let me see, Alfie. School cap and blazer, satchel, exercise books and pencil? No. I've been fishing for tiddlers, you daft-looking...
Aye, that'll do. I got you late, aren't you?
I was kept in. I've been teaching Sniffer Pringle about geography.
Yeah, but he's the geography master, isn't he?
Well, he knows nothing about Holland.
Yeah, but what he must do is an MA.
That's not what the lads call him. Where's your bike?
Well, I took it to Jackson's garage because I've got a screw loose. No, not me, my crankcase. And he started making sidecars for sale, Mr. Jackson. He wants to test one. He wants me to test it for him, you see, so I'm having it fastened on my bike, and tomorrow night me and Susan are going to try it out.
Don't talk daft, you can't snog in a sidecar. There's not enough room.
Oh, I hope I haven't got to suffer your corny jokes all the way through tea.
Oh, are you coming to our house for your tea?
Yeah, your mum invited me.
Oh, I wondered why you had a clean shirt on. Well, here's our house. Come in and put your nose bag on.
Oh, you and your jokes.
Come in, Alfie.
You're right, Jimmy.
Hang your cap in the hole, Mr. Hole.
I'll hang your pants up in a minute while you're still wearing them.
Right, come in the living room. Hey, we've got visitors.
You're sure you won't have another cup of tea, Mrs. Matthews?
Oh, no thanks, Mrs. Clitheroe. We must get home, I'm afraid.
Hey, Jimmy, I hope we're not intruding.
I don't know about you, but I live here. Come on.
I'm glad you've got settled in so quickly. You'll like it here.
Alfie, we've got lodgers.
And I know Jimmy will be pleased to see you, Sandra.
Thank you, Mrs. Clitheroe. Hello, Jimmy.
Oh, heck. Sandra Matthews.
You're late home from school, Jimmy.
Yeah, I was kept in by the human suction pump. Sander. Sniffer.
Jimmy, that'll do. Jimmy, Sandra's moved in across the road.
Yes, Jimmy. We're neighbours.
That's nice.
Yes, we'll be seeing a lot of each other.
Not if I see you first.
Well, come along, Sandra. We must be going.
Come along. I'll see you to the door.
Yeah, cheerio, Sandra. Cheerio, Mrs.
Cheerio. Bye-bye, Jimmy.
Bye-bye, Sandra. Get lost.
Hey, she fancies you, Jimmy. She'll be a little playmate for you.
Oh, give over. She's a girl.
Yes, I noticed it.
If the Black Hand Gang saw me playing with a girl, they'd use me for catapult practice.
Well, that new washer should stop the trap dripping. Jimmy, where's your mother?
At the front door, seeing the visitors off.
Oh, hello, Alfie. You're all dressed up for a change. Going somewhere?
It is for me tea, but I'm not going. I was when I left her at home because I was coming. Here. That's why now I've come. I'm not going.
What was all that?
He doesn't know whether he's coming or going.
Yes. Give over. I've come for me tea.
What a nice family.
Ah, you mean the Matthews family. Mm-hmm. She's a nice woman. And wee Sandra's nice too. Isn't she, Jimmy?
Oh, she's all right.
She's quite pretty, don't you think, Jim?
Suppose so.
Jimmy don't like girls.
Well, she liked you, Jimmy.
Oh, Grandad, turn it up, will you?
Don't tease him, Father. Alfie will be having tea as soon as Susan gets home.
Yeah, right, Mr. Clitheroe.
So you were kept in after school then, Jimmy?
All right, Mum, don't rub it in.
Well, it was your own fault for being late this morning. Maybe in future you'll get up when you're called.
You were kept a long time just for being late, Jim.
Oh, it wasn't just that. I was kept in for having a fight with Charlie Thompson.
Was he kept in late as well?
No, he was sent home early. Because his nose was bleeding.
Jimmy, you shouldn't have been fighting.
Well, we couldn't play marbles. It was raining.
Look, what was this fight all about?
Charlie Thompson came to school with his cousin, a girl. He even carried her books.
What's so terrible about that?
You what? He's in the Black Hand Gang. We followed him round the playground shouting, Sissy Thompson, where's your gym slip? Then we held him down and tied a pink ribbon in his hair.
No wonder Charlie clouted you.
Well, it was Charlie's own fault. He shouldn't come to school with a soppy girl.
Put these things on the table, Father, will you?
Right you are, Pat.
Oh, Jimmy, in case I forget, will you call at Mrs. Matthews' house in the morning? She asked me if you'd do a favour for her.
Oh, all right, Mum. What is it?
Take Sandra to school on the bus.
You what? To be late for school again.
Don't blame me.
It'll be the cane this time.
I called you 4 times this morning.
I know, but the first 3 times I thought I was having a nightmare.
Well, finish your toast and get a move on.
Oh, all right. What's on it now?
Don't talk with your mouth full.
Oh, in a hurry.
Will you stop spraying your toast all over my porridge?
Jimmy, I'm going without you.
I'm going, Grandad. Where's the cap?
Where's what?
The cap, what? Me cap!
It's on your head.
Well, who put it on?
Come on, I'll miss my bus.
All right, don't panic, I'm coming. Take your time, Scraggy Neck. My bus comes 5 minutes before yours.
In that case, I've just got 5 minutes to wait. There's your bus just going round the corner.
Oh, heck! Stop him! Run after him and show him your leg.
He's gone. You can take your time now. Your next bus is 5 to 9.
Oh, I'll be late. I'll get 6 of the best off Sam the Sniffer.
Well, you should get up in the morning. I've got no sympathy for you.
I don't care. I'd rather have the cane than walk into school with a soppy girl. Sandra will be on that bus.
Oh, Jimmy, I'm glad I've caught you. Did you miss the bus?
Yes, Mrs. Matthews.
Well, jump in. I'll give you a lift to school.
Oh, thanks.
Good morning, Jimmy.
Oh, heck. I'll walk, Mrs. Matthews.
What are you playing at?
Don't be silly, Jimmy. You'll be late for school.
Of course you'll get the cane.
That's nothing to what I'll get from Charlie Thompson.
But don't be stupid. Get in.
Oh, but Susan!
Get in. I'm glad we saw you, Jimmy.
Are you?
You all right in the back there?
I'll be a lot happier in the boot.
Daddy's away for a week, so he told Mummy she could have the car every morning to take me to school.
Oh, you mean you won't be going on the bus?
No, I'll be taking her in the car. So if you ever miss it, you can always have a lift.
Can I? How lovely.
That's very nice of you, Mrs. Matthews. Say thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you, Mrs. Matthews. You're very kind.
Don't worry, Jimmy. I'll have you at school in plenty of time.
Could you run round by the hospital?
What for?
I'd like to call and book myself a bed for this afternoon.
I'd better put Jimmy's tea on. He'll be here in 10 minutes.
He's here now. I recognise his knock.
Jimmy! One day you'll bang that door and the house will fall down.
Good, then we'll be able to move.
What's the matter with you?
Oh, it's been shocking. Mrs. Matthews took me in her car right to the school gates and I had to walk in with Sandra. And he saw us.
Who?
Peeping Charlie Thompson. His eyes popped out like gobstoppers.
Well, I suppose he got a bit of his own back.
Oh, you're not kidding. You should have heard him. It's Loverboy Clitheroe and his sweetheart. When's the wedding? And Ozzy shouted, get married at dinner time, then we can throw us rice pudding.
I hope you didn't start fighting with Sandra there.
Oh, no, ma'am. I just walked round the corner with her, went in and closed the door, right on Charlie Thompson's foot.
Well, that was a daft thing to do. Was he all right?
He was hopping mad. Then when I came back after playtime, somebody had written on the blackboard, Jimmy loves Sandra. Oh, I didn't half clout Ozzy.
How do you know it was Ozzy?
Because he's the only one who spells loves L-U-V-S.
Well, what did the teacher say?
Oh, before he came in, I rubbed it out with Ozzy's head. The teacher said, Higginbottom, what's happened to your hair? It's white. I said, well, you see, worries a lot, sir.
He's entitled to worry, with you for a pal.
Hey, I thought I'd had it at dinner time. I was in the playground and the Black Hand Gang surrounded me, both of them. Charlie had a cricket stump, Ozzy had a ruler, and I had the wind up.
Why, what happened?
Charlie said, you're a traitor to the gang, mixing with girls, isn't you, Ozzy? Ozzy just nodded his head. He was still eating his rice pudding.
Oh, Father, he's pulling our legs.
It's true. Just when they were going to attack, I had a brainwave. I told them that being friends with Sandra was all part of a secret plan to help the gang, and they'd come crawling to me on their hands and knees when they found out what it was.
And what is the secret plan?
I've no idea. But I've got till next Monday to think of one.
And in the meantime, I suppose you won't be taking Sandra to school on the bus.
I don't have to. Her mother's taking her in the car every morning.
Well, be sure you catch that bus every day or you'll be getting another lift. To your doom.
Don't worry, I'll be up like grease lightning in the morning. As soon as you call me, I'll come down them stairs quicker than you did, Grandad, the day you trod on me cricket ball. Haven't time for me breakfast, Mum. It's 8:30.
But you must have something to eat.
But I'll miss the bus again.
I'm sorry, Jimmy, but we overslept.
I forgot to wind the alarm clock up.
I'd like to wind your neck up.
That'll do. Susan's having to go without breakfast as well, because she's late.
It's all right for her. She won't have to bend down and get 6 of the best.
If you miss the bus, Mrs. Matthews will gladly give you a lift. I'm going, Mother. I'll get something in the canteen.
All right, love, see that you do.
Oh, are you going, Susan?
Yes, Grandad, I must fly.
Well, get on your broomstick, nop it.
Don't you be rude.
Well, here you are now, the toast. I'm afraid I've scorched it a wee bit.
You're joking. They look like coal bricks.
Well, it's all this rush. I just don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, come on, eat your porridge.
Right, where's the milk? Where is it? Oh, don't tell me it's still in the cow.
It's at the front door. I forgot to bring it in.
Oh, heck, I'll never get to school.
If you want the milk, go and get it.
Oh, isn't it marvellous? You get me up late, my breakfast's not ready, and now I've got to go on a milk round.
Come morning and get the milk.
Oh, all right, what a life. I'll be late again.
Hello, Jimmy.
Alfie, hand me that bottle of milk.
Yeah.
Thanks. I've got it, Mum, and I'm having the cream. Oh, heck.
What's the matter?
I slammed the door in Alfie's face.
Alfie's at the door. Oh, Jimmy, you're getting worse.
What's Alfie doing here at this time in the morning?
Maybe they don't have burnt toast at their house.
All right, don't rub it in.
I'm sorry, Alfie, come in. Jimmy didn't realise what he was doing.
Oh, that's all right. I called for Susan so she could test my new sidecar. But I had a feeling she had to be early for work, and when I saw her getting on the bus before she saw me, I knew I was right, so I thought I'd wait for Jimmy. Good morning.
Are you going?
No, I've just realised I never said it when I came in. Good morning.
Cheerio.
Bye-bye. No, Jimmy. Not good morning because I'm going. Good morning because I've just arrived.
Would you like a cup of tea, Alfie?
No, thanks, Mrs. Clither. I'm just going.
Good morning.
Cheerio. No. I'm waiting for you, Jimmy, to give you a lift.
Oh, good. I'm ready now. Cheerio, Grandad.
Eh? Oh, cheerio.
Alfie, say good morning to me, Grandad.
Good morning, Mr. Sinclair. How are you?
Oh, Jimmy. That'll do. Now off you go. Go on.
Right, Mum. Come on, Alfie.
Right, Jimmy.
Bye-bye, Alfie.
Cheerio.
Ta-da.
Good morning, Alfie.
Hello, Jimmy. Oh, shut up and come on. You should think yourself lucky I called for you. Look, there's your bus just going.
Right, we'll race it. I'll get in the sidecar.
Are you having difficulty?
Yeah, I can't cock my leg over.
Oh, you. Mrs. Matthews over the road there.
I can't get the car to start. I'm afraid my battery's flat.
Ask her what shape it should be.
What shape should it be? Shut up.
It is a nuisance. I was just taking Sandra to school.
Oh, I see. Well, I'll take her.
Oh, thank you. I'll just go in the house and get her.
Oh, Alfie, oh, you rotten thing. You can't do this to me.
Do what?
Take me to school with a soppy girl.
Oh, I've forgotten about your trouble with the gang. Well, I'll have to take her now.
Oh, and I'll get murdered again. Oh, I won't miss that bus again, even if I have to stop awake all night. What? Hey, fire! Fire! Oh, of course, the alarm clock. What's the time? 7:30. I've made it. Come on, Jim, out of bed. You must get that bus. I'm out. I'm in again. That floor's cold. Where's my socks? Oh, yes, under my pillow. That's it. Right, slippers on, pyjama jacket off, pyjama trousers off, shirt on, pants on, tie on. Now for a wash. Not a sound. The lazy lot. Come on there, wakey, wakey, everybody up. Nobody sleeps while Jim's awake.
Jimmy, have you gone mad?
Come on, Mum, I'm nearly ready. And it's only just turned 7:30. I'll be at school before the doors open.
You certainly will. Today's Saturday.
Oh, no.
I can't get over it. You getting up at that time this morning, Jim.
All right, it's not that funny.
I think it's a scream. I only wish I'd have come out of my room to see your face at 7:30.
If Alfie ever saw your face at 7:30, he'd join the Foreign Legion.
Now, Jimmy, it was funny. After all that's happened this week.
It's all the fault of that blinking Sandra. Hope she gets dandruff in a pigtail.
Oh, it's always somebody else to blame. It's never dear little Jimmy's fault.
Have you finished your breakfast, Jimmy?
Yeah, Mum. I think I'll go to bed till dinner time.
Poor lad, how he's suffered. He's been awake for 2 whole hours.
Grandad, save your jokes for the barmaid.
Don't you be cheeky.
Mother, Sandra's here.
Oh, heck no, I'm not in. I've joined a circus.
Be quiet. Come in, Sandra.
Thank you, Mrs. Clitheroe. Good morning, Jimmy.
Is it?
I just came over to thank you for inviting me to the pictures this morning.
Yes, well, you
should know better. Mummy said you sounded hoarse on the phone.
I'm going daft. What phone?
Half an hour ago. You rang Mummy and said you wanted to take me to the children's matinee this morning, didn't you?
I've been framed. This is the work of horrible Ozzy.
Oh, it wasn't you.
Of course it wasn't. Would I ask a daft soppy no.
Oh, well, I'd better go home then.
Just a minute, love. It doesn't matter whether Jimmy asked you or not. I think it's a good idea.
Well, you take her.
Jimmy, remember your manners.
Well, if he doesn't want to take me...
Oh, well, it isn't that, Sandra. I've no money.
You had your pocket money last night.
I've no money to spare. I've got to buy all sorts. Licorice,
Oh, no, we don't need any money.
Oh, that's just what I was going to... Hey?
My uncle's the manager of the cinema, and I can always take my friends in for nothing.
You mean every Saturday morning I can go in free?
Yes, if you're a friend of mine.
Oh, shake hands with your best pal. Hang on a minute, I just want to make a phone call to my best enemy.
Now, you hurry up, Jimmy.
You've slipped up here, big mouth Higginbottom. So little Oswald's playing jokes, is he? I'll have to clean the blackboard with him again. Hello, is that Ozzy? Listen, clever Dick. You thought you were smart phoning Mrs. Matthews, didn't you? I'm not going to get out of it. I'm taking Sandra to the pictures. Her uncle's the manager, so we're getting free seats. Put that in your trumpet and blow it. I thought you'd change your tune. Any of my friends could go for nothing, if I had any. This was my secret plan for the gang. Oh, yes, of course it was. Well, say please then. That's it. Now say, Charlie Thompson is a bigger sissy than Ozzy. Good. Starts at 11 o'clock. You and Charlie be there at 5 with 6pence each in your hand. To pay for 2 chalk ices for Sandra and me. And tell Charlie Thompson from now on he'll carry my boots to school. What are you laughing for? You'll be carrying Sandra's.
Those involved with the Clitheroe Kid this week were Peter Sinclair as grandfather, Patricia Burke as mother, Danny Ross as Alfie Hall, and Diana Day as Susan, with Brian Truman, Rosalie Williams, and Susan James. The recorded programme was written by James Casey and Frank Roscoe, produced by James Casey, and starred Jimmy Clitheroe as the Kid himself.